Hey everyone, welcome back to Ella's School. Today, we're talking about professional interviews in project management, how to prepare, what to expect, and how to impress your potential employer. Let's dive in.
Can you describe your project management experience?
I have over 5 years of experience in project management across various industries, including IT and construction. I have successfully led projects from initiation to closure, coordinating teams, managing budgets, and ensuring that deliverables meet quality standards. For example, I managed a software development project where we delivered a new application ahead of schedule, resulting in a 20% increase in user engagement.
What project management methodologies are you familiar with?
I am well versed in several project management methodologies, including Agile, Scrum, and Waterfall. My experience with Agile has been particularly beneficial in fast paced environments, where iterative progress and flexibility are key. For instance, I utilized Scrum to manage a marketing campaign project, which allowed us to adapt quickly to market changes and customer feedback.
How do you prioritize tasks in a project?
I prioritize tasks based on their urgency and impact on the project's goals. I use techniques such as the Eisenhower matrix to differentiate between what is urgent and important. For example, during a recent project, I identified critical tasks that would delay the project timeline and focused on them first, ensuring we met our deadlines without compromising quality.
How do you handle project changes or scope creep?
I address changes through a formal change management process. I assess the impact of the change on the project timeline and budget, then communicate with stakeholders to decide whether to proceed. For example, in a project where the client requested additional features midway, I outlined the implications and secured approval before moving forward.
What tools do you use for project management?
I am proficient in various project management tools, such as Microsoft Project, Trello, and Asana. These tools help me track progress, manage tasks, and collaborate with team members effectively. I particularly like using Trello for its visual task boards, which enhance team transparency and accountability.
How do you ensure team collaboration during a project?
I foster team collaboration by creating an open communication environment and utilizing collaborative tools like Slack and Zoom. Regular check-ins and team meetings are crucial. For instance, I organize daily stand-ups during a project, which help the team align on goals and address any issues promptly.
Can you give an example of a project you managed successfully?
One notable project I managed was the implementation of a new customer relationship management (CRM) system for a retail client. I led a cross-functional team and used Agile methodology to ensure we were responsive to client needs. We completed the project 2 weeks ahead of schedule, which allowed for additional training sessions for staff and ultimately improved user adoption rates.
How do you manage stakeholder expectations?
Managing stakeholder expectations involves regular communication and transparency. I establish clear project goals and keep stakeholders informed of progress and any challenges. For example, I created a weekly status report that highlighted accomplishments and next steps, ensuring everyone was aligned and reducing the likelihood of surprises.
What do you consider the most challenging aspect of project management?
One of the most challenging aspects is managing team dynamics and resolving conflicts. Every team member has different working styles and perspectives. I address this by fostering an inclusive environment where everyone feels heard and respected. I also conduct team building activities to strengthen relationships and improve collaboration.
How do you measure project success?
I measure project success through various metrics, including adherence to budget, timeline, and quality of deliverables. I also gather feedback from stakeholders and team members post-project to evaluate satisfaction and areas for improvement. For instance, after completing a project, I conduct a retrospective meeting to discuss what went well and what could be enhanced in future projects.
What steps do you take to mitigate project risks?
Risk management is crucial in project management. I begin by identifying potential risks during the planning phase and develop a risk management plan that outlines mitigation strategies. I regularly review these risks throughout the project. For example, in a construction project, I anticipated weather-related delays and planned contingencies to ensure we stayed on track.
How do you handle tight deadlines?
When facing tight deadlines, I prioritize tasks and focus on critical path activities. I ensure that the team is aware of the urgency and encourage efficient work without compromising quality. In a recent project with a short timeline, I implemented daily progress reviews to keep the team focused and motivated.
What is your approach to budgeting in projects?
My approach to budgeting involves detailed planning and continuous monitoring. I create a comprehensive budget that includes all project costs and regularly review expenditures to ensure we remain within budget. For example, I tracked spending closely on a recent IT project, which allowed us to identify potential overruns early and make adjustments.
How do you handle underperforming team members?
I address underperformance through open communication. I first try to understand any challenges the team member may be facing and offer support or resources to help them improve. If necessary, I set clear performance expectations and timelines for improvement. I believe in coaching and mentoring as key strategies to enhance team performance.
How do you stay organized while managing multiple projects?
I stay organized by using project management tools to track progress and deadlines. I also maintain a detailed calendar to manage my time effectively. Prioritizing tasks and delegating responsibilities when possible helps me manage multiple projects simultaneously. For instance, I create a weekly overview to visualize my commitments and ensure nothing falls through the cracks.
What role does communication play in project management?
Communication is fundamental to successful project management. It ensures that all stakeholders are informed, aligned, and engaged throughout the project lifecycle. I emphasize clear and consistent communication, using various channels to reach different audiences. Regular updates and feedback loops are key components of my communication strategy.
Can you describe a time when you faced a major setback in a project?
In one project, we faced a major setback when a key supplier failed to deliver materials on time. I quickly organized a team meeting to brainstorm alternatives and reached out to other suppliers. By being proactive, we secured the materials we needed within a few days, minimizing delays and keeping the project on track.
What strategies do you use for effective team leadership?
Effective team leadership requires clarity, support, and empowerment. I set clear expectations and provide the necessary resources and guidance for the team to succeed. I also encourage open dialogue and foster an environment where team members feel comfortable sharing ideas and concerns. Recognizing achievements is also essential to maintaining motivation.
How do you keep up with industry trends in project management?
I stay updated on industry trends by reading relevant publications, attending webinars, and participating in professional associations. Networking with other project management professionals also provides valuable insights. I recently attended a conference focused on agile methodologies, which enhanced my knowledge and sparked ideas for future projects.
Why do you want to work for our company?
I admire your company's commitment to innovation and excellence in project management. I believe my experience aligns well with your projects, and I am excited about the opportunity to contribute to your team. Additionally, I appreciate your emphasis on professional development, which is important to me as I continue to grow in my career.
That's all I wanted to share in this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found these tips helpful as you prepare for your next project management interview. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next one. Good luck with your interview.